You believe in that?
He said, for my thoughts are not your thoughts. Neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord.
So do you believe? Do you believe that the Most High is coming to bring hell on earth? That the Lord coming to bring hell on earth? Because you don't believe in the mythological place that they speak about in these churches where you burn forever, right? That place called hell. Okay, so what do you believe? Hell is in the scriptures. What do you believe hell is?
Hell is, to me, honestly, hell is a mindset. What you know what I'm saying? If you think hell, you're gonna produce hell. I think hell is a mindset.
Right. You partially right on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hell is a mind. Our people in hell. That's why I say my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
But hell.
Now, my question is on these terrorists. He coming in. Where he coming from? We said heaven, but which heaven? What dimension?
It sounds like you asking a lot of rhetorical questions or something.
I'm gonna keep reading.
I don't know. You don't sound too sincere to me.
This is 2nd Ezra 13.
Bro, that's a good question.
Hey, this is 2nd. Hey, I'm gonna answer it. You gotta listen, man. You're talking way too much.
I can talk when I get ready, bro.
Hey, we'll talk over there, man.
Let him calm down. Answer his question. Don't get agitated. He cool. Let him.
If you're gonna school me,
Let him. Well, we really, like, just like, listen, you don't, that's what I'm saying, you're not listening. That's confusing. We are an extension, so I feel where he's coming from. Just, it's like you, it's like you almost don't seem authentic because we already pointed out the fact, it's already been proven that you are.
I don't agree.
You're not listening. Get Ecclesiastes 5. If you come up here, you say school me. When you go to school, right? You went to school, right? Yeah. When you go to school, what happens if you keep talking and interrupting the teacher? Exactly. Get Ecclesiastes 5.
Why come I can't be the teacher?
Get Ecclesiastes, because you're not the teacher. If you want to be the teacher, then go teach somebody. Hey, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's clearly. Thank you. Pertaining to this Bible, yeah, we're right. Because you don't even believe. So get down the street.
Bro, I know where.
Thank you. Like I said, you were not sincere. Go ahead, bro.
When that goes to the house of the Most High.
Have a nice day.
Keep thy foot when thou go into the house of the Most High.
And be more ready to him than to give the sacrifice of fools.
Which was what he was doing, giving the sacrifice of fools. Because get Isaiah, Psalms either 14 or 53 and 1, real quick, Baba Kushah.
I got you.
The first way you messed up is when you said you don't believe. So don't excuse my rough language because I'm about to give it to you. Get the fuck down the street. Psalms 53 or Psalms 14 and 1. If you don't believe, how you gonna teach us and we believe? You see how he got quiet when he was like, if you in school, what happens if you keep interrupting the teacher? Exactly. So just be quiet. You're not even letting us finish our statements before you constantly interrupting us, man.
Psalms 53 and 1. The fool has said in his heart, there's no power to what are they and have done abominable iniquity. There's none like that doing good.
Yeah, because what did he say when he first came up here? I don't believe that the Lord's coming back.
I don't believe that the Lord is coming back.
Yeah, so that
really was the time to go right there. So of course, yeah, I feel the brother when you say get down the street, you know. Which we was trying to let the scriptures do it, but then he got it. So you know everything, you know. Obviously you don't know nothing. Or you playing like you don't know, because first of all, the first bit of information that you gave us about Serapis, that's not common information. So who you think you fucking playing with up here, man? That's not common information, man. So you've been watching somebody, either you a fucking agent or something, man. That's why I said, that's why he got all, I said it in the car, I said, man, I don't think you I'm not sincere. No, bro, you don't seem sincere. You don't seem authentic.
is he wasn't trying to learn. He was just trying to throw those stumbling blocks. We kicked them shit right back in his face, man. You can't set stumbling blocks in front of the men of the Lord, man.
Whose path's been cleared by Yahweh Shai with the Spirit, man. That's why the Spirit tell us who to deal and not to. He was standing up here all this time. Brothers weren't ready to engage with him. You know what I'm saying? Your body language, even though it judge not according to the appearance, but your appearance is a reflection of your spirit. And the way that you linger around and you move around shows your thoughts. Stupid motherfucker, excuse my French, I'm already agitated, man. You up here, you looking like, you know, with that proud ass look, you know what I'm saying? And then you done concocted in your mind what questions you want to ask.
Yeah. That man was double-minded, because at the end he said, I know more than you know, basically what he said. You know, but the whole time he up here, he want to ask questions. Talking about, I don't know. And now you know.
This is Sirach 19 and 29. It says, a man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance, meaning his facial features. You know, there's certain social cues when you're having a conversation where if you start smirking at certain topics, we can discern how you feel about it. Alright? So when we say the Most High is coming back on so-called UFOs, you start giggling and laughing, we know that you don't believe that. You're not trying to learn on that. You're trying to confound it. But keep reading. It says, without meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait, meaning his walk, you know, the way he moves, the way he struts, show what he is. And he was moving like a proud-ass person, man.
He was emotional, to be honest.
And that's what we was going into before he came up. We was speaking about the Lord coming to do away with all the proud, man. You know? You gotta be humble when you come up here, man. Like I said, you gotta come. That's why the Lord said you gotta become a fool first, right? And brother can get that, you know, if it come on their spirit. But that's the thing about being schooled. You're being schooled because you're a fool. When you go into that word fool, basically it means or ignorant. You know, really because you're ignorant. Now it's okay to be ignorant, but it's not okay to be a fool. So it's fool. You become a fool when you're willingly ignorant. You know what I'm saying? That's when you become a fool. That's what he was doing. He was willingly being ignorant.
This is Sirach 32 and 7. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee. We didn't need his ass to speak at all, man.
Man,
we had scriptures lined up to go on 3 different topics. But he was trying to say whatever bullshit that was spewing out of his mouth. And yet, scarcely when thou art twice asked. So one, we have to ask you a question twice, really, for you to speak. And when we do, we're looking for a yes, no, straight to the point answer. All right? Not whatever your vain thoughts are, man.
Which we'll show mercy just depending on the spirit of that person.
Yeah, if he's sincere and he's looking for understanding, he needs a little bit more words to, you know, expound on his question or on his point, we'll let him do so. But if you're rambling on, making circles, not making a point, fuck you, man. Verse 8, let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. He is one that knoweth and yet beholdeth his tongue. So if you understand it,
which that's what he said. I know more than you.
Yeah. So if you understand it, then there's no reason for you to talk upon a point that's already being made.
Right.
Like if a brother's making a point, there's no point.
What's that worldly saying? What's understood ain't gotta be explained. So if he really understood, like he was saying, he already knew what we were saying, he would have been more listening more instead of talking more.
Then it says, if thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. Because he was talking about, well, why can't I teach? Who the fuck are you? We never met you. You're trying to teach us?
One, because you don't believe.
One, we already taught you like 3 things already in 5 minutes. How are you going to teach us something? We're obviously not on the same level. It says,
man, you pastors in these churches, y'all don't know nothing, man. Y'all don't know this Bible, man. Y'all not authorized by the Spirit of the Lord to be teaching this Bible, man.
And when ancient men are in place, use not many words.
It's 1 Corinthians 3 and 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise.
Yeah, because, hey, I'll tell you personally, I thought I had answers. And then when I was confounded about hearing this word, I became a fool. I said, shit, I really don't know anything. Let me shut up and soak this in, man.
It said, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, but it's written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Yeah. You know, his wisdom, whatever the fuck he was saying, how he don't believe in the Lord coming back, but he wants the Lord to come back. What kind of wisdom is that?
That's double-minded, like we said, that's double-minded.
Yeah, the Most High doesn't dwell in two-spirited minds.
It's either you believe or you don't. If you don't believe, then just live your life however you want to. Don't even consider the Lord's judgment. Then he say, don't fear. You know.
Yeah, you don't believe in judgment.
That's negative. Fear is not negative. It tell you that fear is love. Right?
He said he believes judgment is negative, but
Yeah.
judgment is positive. It's a good thing for judgment to be executed. It's a good thing for wicked people to be punished. That's a positive thing.
Well, yeah, what the Lord said, I'm judging for your good and your evil. You do right, you don't get judged good, positive, man. It's a balance, you know? That's all it is. You know, hey, let me get that Matthew for you up.
Get whatever, bro. Bring them out.
It's Matthew 18, I'm starting 1. At the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as a little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore should humble himself is the little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
And that's almost impossible for this culture to do, man. Because you're living in a culture that teaches you to be all you can be under your own understanding, live your life to the fullest. Live your life how you would have to live it. Don't live your life according to the way that the Lord ordained for you to live it, right? Live your way. Do your will. Free will. There's no such thing. So he clearly don't understand that, you know? That's why he was trying to go into, I can accept that the Lord come back on. Man, we don't care how the Lord come back. We want him to come back, but we know how it tells us an accurate description of how he's going to come back. But we're not going to sit here and say, well, I can accept him coming back like this, but I can't accept it. Man, I don't care how the Lord come back, man. I want him to come back. You know what I care about? He don't come back and destroy me. I want to be on the edge of the sword, and Brother Hold Joel, the 2nd chapter. All right? Because he's talking about the double-edged sword when he's talking about the sickle, man. Okay? It said, thrust ye in the sickle and reap. All right? And the reapers are the angels, man. And the angels are going to be simultaneously destroying and delivering the Lord's elect and the heathens on this earth, man. I got one while you're getting it. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So the whole duty of men, according to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, is to fear the Most High. That's why we preach with terror. That's why we preach about the Lord's wrath. Because that's the season we are in to be preaching about, man. I'm gonna finish. It's a but we are made manifest unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we thoroughly understand the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and anybody who doesn't agree, matter of fact, hold it, Zah, look up where it's a scripture. I know you might know exactly where it's at, where it say anathema maranatha, which that means cursed, condemned to death, I believe. You can get in the blue letter and look it up. But let me finish and I get you to say, I trust also are made manifest in your consciences. So when we out here speaking, we hoping that we through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to the best of our abilities, making manifest to you and whoever comes up and listen the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But you know what? The Lord gave us the spirit of discernment to tell whether or not it's a fool up here who cannot be manifested the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.